Good evening, graduates, staff, families, board members, and special guests. I'd like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony and offer my congratulations to the class of 2025. It gives me great pride to introduce Brandon Pierce for the singing of our national anthem. Please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Love you guys. Thank you.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce Dante Mazzio, Senior Class President, to deliver the Class of 2025 address.
Good evening, everyone. Families, friends, teachers, administrators, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Bonjour. I'm Dante Mazzio, and I've had the pleasure and privilege to serve you as your senior class president. I've enjoyed working with my fellow class officers to put a smile on your face all year long. So, in keeping with that trend, I thought about doing this speech in French to sound a little bit more sophisticated. But I've only traveled as far as Epcot and only got as far as bonjour. I was about to give up when I stumbled on the perfect French phrase to express my message to you. C'est la vie. It means that's life. Literally, it means that's life. Then I looked a little further into it, and this is what I learned. C'est la vie has a couple of different meanings. It can mean a hard reality or a difficult situation, meaning oh well or too bad. C'est la vie can also explain a profession or a position, so that's the life of. It can finally express a personal passion for something, translating to that's what life is about. And those three things are what I am here to share with you all today. As we start to reflect on life and what it's all about, we can't forget to thank those who helped us get to this point so far. We are so grateful for our families, friends, teachers over the past 4 years. These are the people who helped us get through all of this hard struggles, and the parents who made sure that you finished that English paper before 11:59, the support of your friends offering during that emotional roller coaster of being called down to Mr. Briggs's office. You never really knew if it was a praise referral or a detention now. The teacher who saw our full potential and challenged us to do more even when the work felt never-ending. And when things didn't go our way, the people who helped us say, "Oh well," and try again the next day. Thank you all. And to that point, I must recognize our senior class advisor, Mr. Riggins. He devotes his life to the senior class, each and every year. He pours countless hours into Mr. CCTEC, the Food Truck Festival, Disney trip, senior sunrise and sunset, and most importantly, his love for tea, constitutionality. His passion inspires us to never stop fighting for what is right and to stand firm in our beliefs. He wants us to remember that hate is always foolish and love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. Thank you, Mr. Riggins, for always being here for us and giving us the most memorable senior year ever. Let's give a round of applause for Mr. Riggins, everybody. It's because of all of your support during the long days, the tough lessons, and the small victories that we can now say that we started to live the life. The life of an engineer, the life of a medical professional, the life of the trades, an academic, a problem solver, a creator. CCTEC didn't just prepare us for what's to come next, it also gave us a taste of what is possible. And now, as we step forward, some of us will follow a clear road to college or career. Others will serve in the military, and some will pause, reflect, and choose a new direction entirely. Whatever the journey, no matter the route, we're all officially starting the life of a graduate. So, we've made it through the challenges, we found our direction, but according to the French la vie, life, is about one more thing: passion. It's the spark that keeps us going when things get tough, the purpose behind our goals, and the reason we show up every day at 7:30 a.m., with Duncan in hand, of course. And often, passion begins with inspiration, and for many of us, myself included, that inspiration comes from faith. I found my faith freshman year after many struggles. For me, Jesus provided the message of mercy and grace that saved my life and taught me how to live with love and friendship. He is what motivates me, and he inspires me to keep on going. So I ask you a question: who or what inspires you? Whatever your answer, I hope you hold on to that, because passion just doesn't help us survive, it shapes how we live. We may be chasing different dreams, but we're still united. I know the class of 2025 has a shared desire to make a difference, and as we step together into the world and our community, may we carry the example of those who inspired us and work to become role models for others. We have learned and grown over the 4 years here at CCTEC. We've experienced hard realities that taught us resilience. We've lived the life of students, friends, and teammates, each step preparing us. And now, with passion and purpose, we leave a place that became our home. We head into the world ready to inspire, to make an impact as the class of 2025. C'est la vie, graduates.
Thank you, Dante. I would like now to introduce our keynote speaker. Tim Campbell owes a lot to the trades. Early on, he worked for his father's HVAC company and learned the importance of hard work, making sure a job was done thoroughly, and that showing up to work isn't simply about being somewhere. It's about providing value to the team and customers. Tim started down the collegiate path, but quickly realized that the traditional college route was not for him. He dropped out and spent the next several years gathering life experiences by making music, working for a landscaping company, and traveling in a tent across the Northeast. After reading every book he could get his hands on and hiking a few thousand miles, he decided to re-enroll and major in English at Rowan University. 19 years into his career, 9 of which have been here at Tech, he's taught all levels and every grade of high school English, tutored students for the ACT and SAT, coached for a state championship track team, served as an advisor for several clubs, obtained a master's in literature from Rutgers, and has attended as many student events as he can every year. He hopes that in sharing his experiences, he can inspire his students by reminding them that life isn't a straight track. Seek adventure and new opportunities, and a path will unfold. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Tim Campbell.
Good evening. I'd like to thank our administration, the superintendent, the Board of Ed, and the county commissioners for their hard work and diligence in making tech all that it is, and for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you this evening. I've either taught or talked to most of you, class of 25, so you know that I like telling stories. And I figured it would be appropriate to share one final story with all of you and a little insight I gained from it. I love being outside. I spent a few summers hiking portions of the Appalachian Trail. That's a path that begins in Georgia and ends in Maine. It's 2,197 miles long. And I want to be clear, I hiked portions of the trail. I didn't do the whole thing yet. But along the trail each year, I met plenty of people who were hiking the whole thing. One of those summers, I met a couple in upstate New York who had retired a few months before. Bill was a mechanic his entire life, and his wife, May, was a teacher. They raised their kids in Georgia, a few miles away from the start of the Appalachian Trail, and thought it would be nice to hike it one day. Finally, a few months into retirement, their children grown, their careers behind them, they decided to do two things at once: hike the trail and move to a new home. They sold everything: their cars, their house, their belongings, a lifetime of memories, and decided to walk pretty much the entire East Coast, that 2,197 miles, to buy a house and retire in Maine. Why Maine? I asked. It's the end of the trail, May said. Bill smiled and said, we've spent our entire lives making things happen, building cars and fixing them, creating a life with our family, constructing our home. It's the only thing we know, and we're not ready to just sit back and do nothing. That night, I started thinking about the importance of creating something. I realized that so many of us, myself included, forget that we have the ability to always start something new, to always create. I thought about the word creation a lot. I still do. How many of us ask ourselves if we're actually creating something on a regular basis? It's a tough question because most of the time we're simply consuming. It made me realize that consuming something is easy. When we eat, obviously, but when we sit there and watch TV or a movie, we consume. When we scroll through socials or browse the web, watch a sporting event, we're consuming. Consuming is fun because consuming is easy. It's entertaining, but those are someone else's ideas, someone else's dreams, someone else's realities. Their creative path. We sit there, we watch, we comment, but we're engaging with something that already exists. It's passive. We didn't make it. Creation is difficult because it takes work. Selling everything and packing up to hit the trails isn't easy, but it's not impossible. It takes time and planning and humility. You have to be present, aware. Any adventure will falter without those traits. And when I say be present, I want you to know why I'm saying it. You're all a little guilty of something that might slow down your creative endeavors. Think back on all those times you've asked, when am I going to need this? After a lesson you didn't like. I've heard most of you say it. I would always laugh and think, do you know your future? That question should be flipped to the statement, I'm not sure if I'll need it, but I'll lock it away in case. You have a future to create. It's not given to you. Why would you leave the tools behind before you even knew you needed them? You might not decide to sell everything and hit the Appalachian Trail, but wouldn't you like the resources to pivot in case you wanted to do something different? You're not allowed to pretend you don't need something that might help a creative endeavor just because you don't like it. Bill and May made it seem easy. I'm sure it wasn't all the time. I wish I could promise you all success. I can't. I wish it for all of you. We all want that for you. But that's up to you and the world at large. There will be obstacles, steep paths, heartache. Sometimes things will be bad. Sometimes they'll be good. But the happiest people I know are the people like Bill and May who forge their own futures despite those difficulties. The people who know how to adapt to whatever life throws at them. You have your entire life to set goals and move toward them. Do not forget to take stock in the process, the moment, the learning and the honing of skills, the life between those goals. Bill and May didn't rush through their life just to get to Maine. They planned, they built, they lived, and rather than rush that final odyssey, they walked. Not rushing through the process is critical. You're more familiar with this than you know. So many of you for the last 2 years have said something like, I can't wait until graduation, or Campbell, I can't take school anymore, I'm done. Well, here we are. I know it's exciting, but it's about to be over. It went quickly, didn't it? I know there were slow moments, moments that you didn't like, but here's an important lesson. You can't get rid of the boring moments. I know you wouldn't want to spend another moment diagramming a sentence or listening to Mr. McGraw's great dad jokes during lunch. But maybe, do you wish you had another hour with a friend in your favorite class or during SMART, or a few more minutes on a great field trip? Would you wish to rush through those beautiful moments too? Aren't those boring parts what made the better moments that much sweeter? And believe me, this isn't a fundamentally teenage thing to do. I can't tell you how many adults in every field walk into work on a Monday morning and ask, is it Friday yet? Or when asked how they're doing, they respond with a dull, I'm here, or some kind of snarky, living the dream. Why not take the reality of the moment and work with it, not against it? I can't help but think that at the end of the line, the last day I've got breath in this body, if I'm lucky enough to have a moment to look back on it all, I wouldn't want to rush through any of it, even if it were a Monday. I'll end by answering the same question I've asked many of you to consider at the end of your essays. So what? Why is this important? To me, that's the beauty of a trade school and background. You don't have to necessarily go into that field for a line of work. Some of you will, and that's incredible. But even if you don't follow that path, you have the skills needed to create something, to fix, to mend. Whether it's your vehicle or home improvement project, or wiring your home entertainment system or computer network, or preparing a nutritious meal for yourself, your friends, or family, or helping someone feel beautiful, or healing the body, you can create. You have that now. I think it's important because at some point you're going to reach a place in life where you're not sure if you're on the right path. It's an unsettling feeling. But ask yourself if you're creating more than you're consuming, if you're moving towards something and not just with something. I want you to remember that for a specific reason. Let's not forget why you're here. Class of 2025, you are part of a collective dream of graduates here at Tech. Look around you. Look at the diverse group of people and think about how many paths each of us has traveled to be right here, right now. We are literally living a dream that a community can come together, bolster itself, believe in itself despite the odds we always hear about in Cumberland County, build itself its own path, and forge ahead with purpose and commitment to achieve that dream despite the difficulties. Think outside the box. This school was created for that purpose. Go out and see the world. Follow your paths, but remember your roots. Remember where your path started. I'm willing to bet that many of you will realize there's more untapped potential here than anywhere else. I know there's bad, but there's bad everywhere. Focusing on bad is easy, though. We can come up with excuses, place blame, and run from it. But making something good, embracing the difficulties of the path, requires work and empathy. That's the beauty of potential. It can be anything. The place where you begin your journey, the place where you build your life, or it can be the goal, like May said, just because it's the end of the trail. Regardless of where you end up, know that when you hit those obstacles I mentioned and you think there's no solution, no creative way forward, think back on all the people out there and right here and right over there. And know that we've always got your back. That's what we've created this community for. Your light on whatever path you choose. Class of 2025, much love and Godspeed in all you do. Go make it happen.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. At this time, I would ask that our 2025 elected class officers please join me at the front of the stage for a special recognition. I would ask that everyone please hold their applause for this special recognition. Please join me in honoring K9 Meadow, who's been a steady and welcome presence in our halls since 2018. As the first official school dog in the country, Meadow joined CCTEC through a program as innovative and as forward-thinking as our school itself. Alongside her partner, Stephen Manera, Meadow served not just as a security measure, but as a true member of our team. Meadow isn't just a working dog, she's part of the fabric of CCTEC, a respected colleague who walked these halls with purpose. Over the years, Meadow has kept us safe, signed yearbooks, joined YouTube and Instagram, and has even been featured as a stuffed animal in the school store. She is as much a part of our district's identity as the bricks and mortar that hold it together. Today, we are joined by members of the K9 community as we wish her a retirement as dignified and dedicated as the services she gave. At this time, I would like to call K9 Meadow and Mr. Manera to the front of the stage to be recognized by our class officers. I would ask that everyone please hold their applause. Loud noises are upsetting the Meadow. Thank you. I would now like to invite the Superintendent of CCTEC, Dr. Rossi, to the podium.
Class of 2025, are you ready? That had absolutely no energy. Class of 2025, are you ready? Okay. Mrs. Hands, can you stand up? Mrs. Hands, it's my privilege to certify that each member of the class of 2025 has met all of the requirements for graduation as set forth by the New Jersey Department of Education and the Cumberland County Board of Vocational Education. Congratulations, graduates. Let's go. Mr. Riggins, come on up.
I would like to offer my congratulations to the class of 2025. This evening, we will begin with the awarding of a diploma to a student enrolled in the Agricultural Sciences program. This student attended her career and technical education classes at our satellite location within Cumberland Regional High School. Sanaa Blackwell. I would like to invite our automotive technology instructors, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Platt, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the automotive technology program. Jonathan Anderson. Tyler Chong. Noah Cruz. Antonio DeMauro. Giovanni Figueroa Torres. Samantha Flanagan. Benjamin Guazdaz. Lindsay Kristovich. Dante Mazzio. Jonathan McKeon. Josias Morales. Richard Purich. Christopher Ramirez Ruiz. A.V. Roman. Wilfredo Ruiz. Israel Schwed. Kevin Valencia. I would like to invite our construction trades instructor, Mr. Behrens, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the construction trades program. Richard Alarcon Contreras. Caden Barnes. Juan Emiliano Villegas. Joshua Gelona. Jared Giannolini. Jonathan Gorgonio Lopez. Eric Hernandez. Justin Mastro. Fernando Ortiz Robles. Kiwi Perez. Edward Salmon. Nicholas Santandrea. Jonathan Santiago. Braden Staffieri. Tommaso Togno. Quinton Torres. Samuel Vidro. Jamal Wallace. Matthew Wheeler. Amir Wilmore. I would like to invite our cosmetology instructors, Ms. Boyes and Ms. Ocasio, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the cosmetology program. Julian Arthur. Kamara Doyle. Lillian Garcia. Yaslin Gomez. Elizabeth Hernandez Ruiz. Mackenzie Johnson. Chloe Leeds. Jennifer Lopez Perez. Mia Morvay. Carly Moeller. Michaela Murphy. Brooke Powers. Alexa Ramos. Gregory Ramos. Rihanna Ramos. Gianna Ranger Rodriguez. Andrea Sayas Moreno. Alexis Steffler. Aliana Tiu. Olivia Vertoli. Kenzie Viru. Anaya Whitaker. Leilani Zerni Vives. I would like to invite our Culinary Arts and Hospitality Counselor, Sharon Gates, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the Culinary Arts and Hospitality program. Liliana Andres. Ramon Anglero. Lacey Barnaby. Gabrielle Brown. Ilana Bueno. Xavier Dayton. Gabriela De La Rosa. Christian Francis. Alexander Jones. Rebecca Lohr. Mariana Mazza. Leah Mears. Jordan Mercado. Jacob Middleton. Aaron Nonemacher. Loriana Pareja. Olivia Quinn. Alexander Ramirez Hernandez. Rebecca Reimels. Jaylene Rivera. Summer Roberts. Karen Rodriguez Gomez. Anaya Rosado. Daniel Santiago Hernandez. Kayla Salisbury. Jada Johnson. Kyla Simpson. Grace Sang. I would like to invite our engineering technology instructors, Mrs. Shaw and Mr. Ziller, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the engineering technology program. Jack Barufi. Jack Bruley. Natalie Burkhart. Lana Castro Miranda. Colin Chong. Gabriella Chopek. Jordan Cologne. Fernando Cruz. Jorge Cuevas Tejas. Deborah Cuevas Vasquez. Dominic DeFeo. Gabrielle Delgado. Leilani Delgado. Zachary Doss. Sadie Drozdowski. Samuel Figueroa. Lorenzo Garcia. Gilberto Garcia Cruz. Stephanie Gonzalez Cruz. Marcus Harmon. Lucas Harrington. Lizbeth Hernandez Mendoza. Isabel Kiefer. Callie Knoop. Shauna Ledden. Lorenzo Lewis. Luciana Lewis. Giovanni Lugo. Jordan Manning. Valery Medinsky. Emiliano Mendoza Chavez. Anthony Nanny. Carlos Quintanilla. Brianna Ramales Cruz. Itzel Ramos Lopez. Giselle Ramos Lopez. Angel Santiago. Noah Sarnoff. Tristan Skoll. Olivia Solomon. Shay Staniak. Elijah Thomas. Bryden Welch. Jason Williams. Alexandra Zaragoza. I would like to invite our health sciences and medicine instructors, Mrs. Birdsall, Mrs. Simonini, Ms. Vicari, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the health sciences and medicine program. John Abdil. Aristelci Acevedo. Aubrey Alquist. Myra Alvarado. Carissa Bailey. Talia Basir Bey. Ava Bermudez. Christian Burnaby Estorque. Kylie Black. Marley Blake. Simone Blanding. Samaya Borges. Roman Borodovka. Skylar Brooks. Francesca Celebre. Georgina Challo. Mackenzie Challo Moore. Cynthia Cogdill. Isabella Cooney. Emily Cruz Cruz. Luciana Day. DeHavon DeShields. Denari Diaz. Ariana Fleming. Samantha Gomez. Haley Hemingway. Alexis Hollenweger. Kennedy Jacobs. Angela Cascabas. Leah Castronis. Addison Mansill. Liema Manchongo. Ava Martine. Kansas McGraw. Arcee Mendez. Antonia Murtis. Juliana Miguel Perez. Hayden Moharan. Ashlyn Newton. Rosangela Panzini. Emily Prawl. Chelsea Ramirez Lopez. Rihanna Ridgway. Julian Rodriguez. Daniela Roman Ocampo. Juliana Rosario. Melanie Sanchez. Leah Shearburn. Caitlin Shepard. Jolyn Shee. Natasha Slimmer. Samantha Sirocco. Lauren Stanger. Alyssa Thompson. Sarah E. Torres. Anushka Yenagala. I would like to invite our information technology instructor, Mr. Morales, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the information technology program. Magdalena Angeles Jimenez. Kevin Guinan. Yaneth Bautista Santiago. Seth Bermudez. Josiah Bond. Connor Bowen. Anthony Calabrese. Alejandro Cruz Perez. Rosemiley Philippe Galvez. Trent Garrison. Owen Greenbaugh. Alan Johnson. Chase Kristovich. Ashley Martinez. Mia Miller. Sol Rosario. Rachel Salvatierra. Blake Shepard. Jack Simpkins. Vincent Snyder. Elijah Stocks Torres. Merrick Sykut. Catalina Talavera. Juliana Turner. Connor Watson. Josiah White. I would like to invite our law enforcement instructor, Mr. Carignato, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the law enforcement program. Emerhan Akili. Maria de la Luz Andres. Alexandra Barrientos Herrera. Sadie Beebe. Angelina Bertucci. Jasmine Chavez Hernandez. Isabella Colon. Dominic Felice. Kareem Foster. Linnell Guzman. Ingrid Hernandez. Julissa Mercado. Joseph Polanco. Jonathan Ramirez Bravo. Ayana Ridgway. Vanessa Santiago Alvarado. Ariana Santos. Libni Sesian. Hayden Smith. Haley Tamani. Tamara Wiggs. Gabrielle Jacobel. I would like to invite our studio production and broadcasting instructor, Mr. Nieder, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the studio production and broadcasting program. Natalia Alvarez Marquez. Kiara Bautista Alves. Lucia Chambers. Ava Cohen. Everett Kronk. Jaden Cruz. Albert D. Novellis. Sophia Greif. Anya Kennedy. Shelby Knoop. Taylor Knoop. Felisberto Masaya. Layla McKenzie. Bryce Mosley. Sienna Nash. Brendan Pierce. Diana Reblero Vasquez. Joseph B. Sharp VI. Yelizaveta Shovkova. Nico Taylor. Ava Vargas. Nicole Zatsarini. Ashley Zimmerman. I would like to invite our welding technology instructor, Mr. Bonner, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the welding technology program. Stephen Andino. Jason Arbona. Anthony Bradley. Zion Chance. Gino Descalzi. Austin Gerson. Connor Dunn. Alistair Falaris. Gage Gallo. Jacob Pintai. David Sharpless. Ava Smith. Seth Soupy. William Whitehead. Tyon Wilmore. I would like to invite our Strive instructors, Ms. Korn, Mrs. Kessler, Mr. Lawless, Mr. Love, Mrs. Monahan, and Mrs. Smith to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the Strive program. Jacqueline Cruz Perez. Brian Marjoram. Noah Nyman. Isabel Varaga. At this time, I would like to call Dante Mazzio, Senior Class President, back to the podium for closing remarks.
Fellow graduates, please stand. As a symbolic gesture of your completion of high school, You may now turn your tassels. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you all for coming out this evening. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it!